Hello guys, Jimmy here with my Battlefield Open Beta conclusion. So this week I have been playing and enjoying my time with the game, but there are some things that are not okay, which I think they should be addressed. Of course, we still have until November before the game launches, and thinking in mind that this is a beta, I'm not going to be too hard on this game. There are definitely some bugs that occurred to me during my gameplay session and some other annoying things that other players experience as well. One of the things that I experienced was a lot of lag server disconnection issues. Not that many, just like three or maybe four or five times during the week. Even though I was on a good ping server and my internet connection didn't present any problems whatsoever. When it comes to lag, one of the most noticeable spots was during the rounds of conquest at the beginning of each match. Most noticeable on Narvik. Server disconnect happened in the middle of the rounds or even at the beginning before spawning on the map. Now let's talk a little of the things that I like to see change for the final release. Some of these ideas could be taken as feedback. Of course, being a small YouTuber, I don't expect to reach to DICE, but to anyone that sees this video and would like to grab some ideas to let them know, here are some of them. Most of my time in this beta was spent on infantry because it's my favorite thing to play on Battlefield. I do play with vehicles, but they're not my cup of tea. First, I think that spotting should be tweaked in this game. Seeing other players is extremely difficult, and considering the time to kill in this game is faster than previous games, spotting is something that should be worked on. The only few times I get to notice someone, it was after I got killed just because I ran almost in the front of or beside someone that was hiding almost in plain sight or in a dark corner. And this brings me to my next point, which is soldier models in this game camouflage very well to the environment, which leads to many people double checking corners just to move to the next objective. Thus gameplay is more slow paced, prioritizing defensive gameplay. Camping is another problem, but this tactic can be expected almost from every first person shooter. Battlefield 5 is no exception, and it's not a very serious one in my opinion. I'm just throwing this out there to reinforce that sometimes it can feel very slow paced due to people being afraid to move. When it comes to weapons, I personally don't have any problems with them, despite that some feel a little bit overpowered, like the STG-44 or that self-loading rifle in the scout class. Let's just remind ourselves that many more weapons will come in the upcoming months with the release of the full game. This could possibly bring the balance needed when we realize there are other weapons more stronger than those of the guns that you start with. Maybe the STG-44 was not meant to be a starter weapon for the assault class. Maybe it was meant to be the final unlockable weapon for that specific class. And the same could happen to other classes. Let's just wait and see what happens with the final build and hope the weapon balancing is good enough. The next thing I would like to see in the final release of the game, and this is something personal, is to see hardcore more included and not wait until a few months after release. I'm not a developer myself, and I don't know how hard it can be to program or even build a video game, but this is a game mode that makes Battlefield more fun for me. There are also many people out there, smaller communities, that would like to see this game mode implemented to the final build. Like we mentioned before, Battlefield 5 by itself almost plays as a hardcore game mode. And what will happen if we take this hardcore level a few notches up? I think that this could make for an interesting game concept that probably we have never seen before on past Battlefield titles. So far, I like the game, and I'm sure I'll buy it. The only thing lingering in my mind now is how good the Firestorm game mode is going to be. Call of Duty's Battle Royale seems promising, so Battlefield 5 needs to step up their game. Some people like Battlefield and some others don't because of the controversy surrounding it. And I just gotta say I'm one of those who liked it by its gameplay, please let me know what you didn't like about the beta and that you would like to see change on the release date. Post it on the comment section down below. This is Jimmy, and have a great day.
We have taken objective Beta.
They move! And there comes a giant fish! And there comes a giant...
Objective Charlie has been lost.